So I'm demonstrating this strange HDR issue, HDR with Atmos issue with the 55C7 LG OLED TV, which I've recently got a couple of days ago. Now the problem is that when I'm playing 4K content with HDR and Dolby Atmos over TrueHD stream using Xbox One S. Of course, this VU TV, which I'm currently connecting this Xbox One S to, doesn't support Atmos, so it will basically send downstream Dolby digital data. But the LG TV supports Dolby TrueHD based Atmos metadata. So, and that is already confirmed through my PC, through my gaming PC, that it does supports Dolby TrueHD. So for some reason the video is freezing or completely disappearing on the LG C7 running the latest firmware 4.70, while there's no such issue on any other TVs, any other 4K HDR TVs I have tested. I've tested it on two different brands. So one of these is inexpensive VU, and the other one was also a TCL 55 MUS Android Nougat based Chromecast Google TV, official Google TV. So both the TVs ran 4K HDR without any issue, and of course both of them did not support Dolby Atmos and no TrueHD support either. But LG, with the latest firmware update, it does support not only Atmos, which was anyway supported earlier over Dolby Digital Plus, but it does support Atmos over Dolby TrueHD, which is a lossless protocol. But for some reason, my Xbox One S fails to deliver the video with Dolby Atmos to my TV. I've tested it on 3 different HDMI cables, including the Amazon Basics HDMI 2.0 certified cable, and other 2 cables also HDMI 2.0 certified. One is the one which comes with Xbox One S, and the other one, a 3-meter cable I bought from Amazon. Again, that's a branded cable. I'm forgetting the brand, but both of them are HDMI 2.0 supported cables, and both of them essentially run 4K HDR 12-bit colors perfectly fine on these VU or TCL inexpensive TVs. Now for some reason there is a problem with this 55C7. So let me quickly play this video. I'm holding a different remote. So let me quickly play this video on VU. And this one is indeed HDR content. So it's playing. So see, on my LG C7 I don't even get this picture, it simply freezes. So right now, okay, this one also seems to have frozen. So for some reason it could be Xbox One S, which is unable to send Atmos based stream faithfully to the TVs. It could be a software issue on Xbox One S, or it could be a software or hardware issue on the C7. That's what I am trying to determine. Let me quickly try playing a 4K Bluray. So there might be an internet issue, I don't know. Let me try to play some 4K Bluray. So I have never encountered this issue with this console before. Okay, see, 4K Blu-ray is playing perfectly fine on this one. So this one is playing 4K HDR. It is 4K 24 Hz HDR signal. So let me quickly stop this video and try to play it on LG. So that freezing of Amazon Prime also is happening because this has just got disconnected from the LG 55C7, which had stopped detecting any signal. So right now on Wii U at least it was showing frozen picture, but it used to completely stop detecting signals altogether on the 55C7. So let me quickly try to do it once again. A different episode. Yeah, so now it is playing. So let me confirm that this is indeed a HDR content. See, 4K 60 Hz HDR. Absolutely no issue with this HDMI cable or TV or the Xbox One S. But let me come out of it. And play the same content on LG. Now it's getting picture as well as sound. Now let's see what happens on LG. So both of them have got UHD extended support, HDMI 2.0 colors enabled, both Wii U and LG. So there's no such issue that either one of them do not have them enabled. So let me quickly switch on the LG TV and power off the Wii U. See, this is what happens. It shows some HDR content was trying to play, but I eventually get no signals. It showed some static. Now the same cable was connected with the other TV, working perfectly fine, but for some reason to LG it just doesn't detect anything. Nothing. So it's not even playing anything right now. Still, for some reason, it detected HDR signal. Now I'm just taking out the cable. This is an Amazon Basics cable, very thick HDMI 2.0 CL3 certified cable. So highest certification standard on HDMI 2.0. So while LG doesn't detect anything, I've just plugged in onto the Wii U TV and I'm switching it on. So for some reason it's saying I think it detected the signal incorrectly. Let me quickly see. Once again, it should be 4K. So absolutely no issue detecting the signal. Yeah, 4K 60 Hz HDR. So the same signal, 4K 60 Hz HDR, the LG TV is unable to detect. Let me plug it back in to the LG TV once again. I'm connecting to HDMI 1 port on both the TVs. Both the TVs support HDMI 2.0 standards, 4K 60 Hz with chroma subsampling of 422 in 10-bit HDR or 12-bit HDR. So right now the Xbox is actually configured for 10-bit HDR, but I can actually force it to output 12-bit colors over 10-bit HDR content. So like Bluray or Netflix or Amazon Prime video. So while obviously the HDR standard is 10-bit only, but I can definitely get 36-bit colors. So again I have connected, no signals. Let me click confirm that it is connected to the right end. Yeah, Xbox One S. So no signals. Let me try power cycling the Xbox. So this is a very serious issue. I'm just not able to play any 4K HDR content using Xbox One S on this 55C7 OLED TV. So power it back on. So both VU and TCL TVs never had any issues playing 4K HDR content. Now switched on the TV. Let's see if it detects something. Yeah, no signal. Now if I connect once again the same cable, okay, see, for momentary it detected some static. Now I've tried connecting with HDMI 1 and HDMI 3 input ports. Both of them demonstrate the same problem, so it should not be an HDMI port issue. Something to do with the handshake, HDMI handshake. So I've connected the same, so it simply detected 4K 60 Hz input. So it has gone into a input mode. So it's not even HDR right now. So let me quickly switch it back to LG. So yeah, plug-in get in, plugged in. So it detected some static and then no signal. So this is a very serious issue. So that means we won't be able to play any 4K HDR content like from 4K Blu-rays or something on this TV, which is definitely not acceptable. So no issue on the VU TV. Now let me play a 4K Blu-ray, 4K HDR Blu-ray. So it's resuming playing the 4K Blu-ray with Dolby Atmos sound. So no issue at all. It's running HDR without any issue. Let me quickly confirm it is HDR. So it says 4K HDR. 24 Hz HDR. So I'm forcing it to do 10-bit colors, but even at 12 bits, there's absolutely no issue. Let me quickly show it to it. See, it is running 30 bits per pixel. I can do it at 36 bits, no issues. I've tried it on 3 different HDMI 2.0 certified branded cables. All the cables work perfectly fine, including non-HDMI 2.0 cables running 4K HDR at 36 bits color per pixel without any issue. So let me quickly go back to the 4K HDR signal. So it is running HDR, 4K and displaying 4K 36 bits color. So let me quickly resume the video. See, it's running perfectly fine. Not that it will matter, but I can show the bitrate what this content is running. See, I'm getting good bitrate. It goes up to 100 megabits per second and running Dolby TrueHD stream. Of course, it's a Atmos stream. So absolutely no issue running it on a VU or a TCL 4K HDR TV. Everything works just fine the way they are supposed to. So let me stop it. Again, go back to LG. So if there's no HDR, sometimes it does detect the signal and it works fine when it is detecting. So now there's no HDR, so it has detected the signal. So let me quickly play the same Blu-ray again. So you'll see that it will either stop detecting the signal or it will freeze the video itself. So I'm just playing the Blu-ray once again. And the other issue is this 55C7 or any other C7 model. See, it is playing sound, but the video is frozen. So it's playing through my AV receiver. Let me switch off the AV receiver. So now the sound should come from the TV itself. So the sound is coming, but no video. Video is frozen.
Though the shuttles no longer fly, I never miss a chance to see Atlantis at the Kennedy Space Center.
So this is the case every time I try.
But I came to KSC to get a look at the next big step in
take
space
out
exploration.
HDMI cable from LG to VU. So I've connected it on VU. Hopefully the signal will come. For some reason it's not detecting. Hopefully I've connected. Okay, I've connected to a different port. Okay. See, I just quickly detected 4K HDR. And video is frozen again here. So let me cycle the video. So this definitely doesn't look like a HDR issue. It seems like a problem with Xbox One S or the LG C7 OLED. So let me quickly stop this video. Play it once again. And I have, see, now it's coming perfectly fine. no issue whatsoever. And let me stop this video once again. Do the same thing on LG to eliminate any atomicity problem. So it is back to the main menu. It was playing 4K HDR as already demonstrated. Now it is running normal 60p UHD. So I keep referring 4K as UHD. Excuse me for that. Sorry, UHD as 4K. I know 4K is 4096 by 2160. So I've connected it to LG. Hopefully it will detect the signal. Yeah, it did. Now quickly play the same Blu-ray once again. Let's see what happens. So for some reason, while outputting HDR video, see, again, the video is frozen.
Though the shuttles no longer fly,
I can obviously hear the
I never
sound.
miss a chance to see Atlantis at the Kennedy
So clearly
Space
this is not an issue with the HDMI port. For some reason,
But I came
the
to
handshake is not
to get a
happening
look at
properly
the next big step
by the
in deep
Xbox
space
One S
exploration.
with
And
this
it's
particular
called
TV.
Orion.
Especially when Atmos streaming is enabled.
Here in the
So I have no idea whether LG is actually getting
the new Orion
Atmos.
multi-purpose
Because when I had tested before, it was showing the input as having PCM sound. So for some reason, LG is detecting this signal as
Orion
PCM.
is a true
So could be a firmware issue between LG and so here also I have connected to VU. Again, I think it will show a frozen video. Yeah, frozen video. So clearly not an HDMI issue. Something to do between Xbox One S and LG 55C7 or LG C7 or LG OLED TV for that matter, because all of them should be running the same firmware except for the higher end models. So 2017 LG OLED TVs with latest firmware has some issue with Xbox One S playing 4K HDR with Dolby Atmos sound processing. It freezes the video, or the LG simply stops detecting the signal itself. So I'm quickly stopping the playback. So let me try the same thing on Amazon Prime once again. Let me sign in. Connect to Amazon Prime. So 10-bit or 12-bit colors should not matter. All the TVs have HDR, everything checked in. Let me quickly show you. All the TVs support everything except for 3D, of course. These two TVs can show. See, everything is checked. And if I clicked on 4K TV details, all the items are checked. So 4K 10-bit at 24 Hz, 50 Hz, 60 Hz with HDR, everything is supported. So when I say 4K again, I'm referring to UHD resolution. And of course both the TVs support 4K 4096 by 2160 resolution as well, including the TCL TVs I have tested. Now quickly running the HDR content here. Let me go back to episode 1. Resume. Should play fine on VU. So it's playing absolutely fine. So of course right now it's not running in 4K resolution, but it is outputting at 4K. Let me quickly show you. UHD 60Hz HDR resolution. Let me come out of it. And for some reason Xbox will still have HDR enabled, I believe. Yeah, it is still showing UHD 60Hz HDR. Now if I disconnect and reconnect cable here, it should not matter. I disconnected and reconnecting the cable. It should come back fine. Yeah, 4K 60Hz. So now HDR is gone, I believe. Double check. No, HDR is there. But of course Vivo has no difficulty syncing the video. But if I connect this like last time, LG will fail to recognize the signals completely. Connecting to the HDMI 1 port here. I just plugged it in. It says no signal. It's not even detecting it. It's just trying to do something. Blank screen. Trying. Gone. If I go back to view, no issue. See, absolutely no issue. Okay, 60Hz HDR. So it's not even detecting any signal, so no use demonstrating that it won't play anything. So now if I do the same thing by starting the console on LG, till the time there is no HDR, it will show. But as soon as I start the video like this, it will show no signals. So after this, it will go blank. Now on view, absolutely no such issue. Okay, I think I have extended and elaborated this issue quite extensively. Of course, this is a very, very serious issue. And other minor issue which I have encountered, to me it's not minor. Now with this LG's Magic Remote, I was hoping to control Xbox One S over HDMI. Both of them detect each other well, so I believe that HDMI CEC is now working in Xbox One S, or I don't know how they are detecting each other, but they are detecting each other. So as I'll demonstrate, let me quickly go to the input thing, all inputs, Xbox One S. So right now it is showing no connected device, and of course blank screen. Let me quickly stop this video. I keep taking different remote. Okay, so I've quickly stopped the video. It's taking some time. Let's wait till it goes. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll switch the inputs. I'll switch the TVs. So connected to HDMI 1 port. See, it has detected that it is connected to a Xbox One S, and then no signal. So it somehow disconnects the device altogether. Static. No information. Very strange issue. Same thing I have tried on my PC, my gaming PC with 970 GTX NVIDIA card from Asus. Asus is the premium card. See, again static. So momentarily it showed that it is connected to Xbox One. Of course it doesn't show Xbox One S, but Xbox One. I have disconnected and reconnected the cable once again. Again it detected Xbox One game. So it is automatically detecting it, and then of course it's disconnecting. And now it has gone to screen share. So that this confirms that the cable is definitely connected fine on the back, on the right port, because it detects the console momentarily before disconnecting it. So I think I've elaborated this issue quite extensively. The other issue, let me quickly power cycle this console. So see, it is showing that something HDR it's coming once in a while, but of course it's unable to display it. So I powered down the Xbox One S, powering it back on. So it switches off the TV and switches it on when powering back on. So I don't think it is happening through IR blaster ports. Now this is another issue.